Okay, what's going on YouTube? This is Dumbmatron1 again. As you see, we've got Jak and Daxter, Precursor Legacy. I grew up playing this game on the PS2, although I played the PS1 games and Super Nintendo, regular Nintendo games, but this is one of the platformer games that I loved growing up with and playing. There were a few missions where it was a pain in the butt, but this is one of the few games of the Jak and Daxter franchise that I could 100% complete. So, yeah, let's get started. Let's start. Okay, so it's a touchpad on the right side is start. Touchpad on the left side is the select button. Okay. Game options, vibrations off. Language. No. Okay, so man, it's been a long time getting the buttons messed up. So yeah, I'll say this much right now. It is going to be fun on the button.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the Precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jak, old green stuff told us not to come here.
I would have actually liked to see them take this game and update the graphics, but keep it in the cartoony. Okay, so you know how the Spyro and the Crash Bandicoot games got a remaster? This looks exactly like the way it was on PS2, but I would have liked to see the kind of updated graphics of Spyro's Reignited trilogy, but with this, I would have lost my proverbial mind. Could you imagine how she would look? Holy crap. Or even better, Kira.
What are we doing here anyway, Jak?
Where did they go?
Gives me the
Where
creeps.
did they leave all this crap?
Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crap? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? I think we're in trouble! Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay. I'm fine. I'm fine.
I don't have pants.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
They was, I was...
Don't tell me. Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go. Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the three sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave
It took,
adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer! You two
or three
couldn't
games,
find
I
your
can't
way out
remember.
of the village without
I think it took the end of the trilogy for them to actually eventually kiss.
You
But
better go through the warp gate and get some
I
practice
can't remember if they
on
kissed at the end of the
Geyser
second one or if it was the third
We
one.
won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
Yep. Alright, let's see if I can remember this. Okay, that goes that way. Alright, and options. Aw, man, I forgot I can't actually change the rotating camera thing. That was the one thing about this one I didn't like, is you push the left on the right analog stick and it goes right, but you do it the other way and it doesn't. See, like, I push left and it goes that way. Right, it goes that way, which was really...
This device is a communicator. With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest. These floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange. This is a power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grav zoomer.
There you go. Memory cards. I bet most of you watching this don't even know what those are.
Hey, you found one of my scout flies. I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
That's blue eco, which contains the energy of motion. Blue eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, ledges and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
It's seriously hard for me to get used to that kind of camera scheme. Right, go left, left, go right. There we go.
Wow! That last scoutfly had a power cell. I'll bet if you collect all 7 in each area, you can find even more power cells.
Okay, there was something down there.
Notice how each blue eco cluster you pick up increases the time you can use its power.
Aw, dang it.
This is a precursor door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling blue eco through your body.
Yeah, I remember. Ow. I know there was stuff down there. There we go. There we're see. Opens this me trophy. Yay. So there's one thing about certain things like
Good
this
work.
that I hated
The blue
is
eco caused the door to open. With blue
the
eco,
whole, oh hey, you
breathe
have to do it
energy
specifically
into
or
all
you're gonna run out of time and you're gonna do it all over
that
again.
have lain dormant for years.
I'm still getting used to this stupid kid. That's the one of the few things about the original Jak and Daxter game was. Whoops, wrong way. Another big ass fish. Way, I wonder. Ah, yeah, there it is.
Those little green balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco. Pick
Health
up
eco,
50
basically.
small green ecos or one big green one to increase your health.
There we go. Hello, what's all that then? I'll head back to the beach.
You can jump
later,
once, then jump again in the air to reach even higher ledges.
Well, it wouldn't let me get on the dead gum. Never mind. I think the majority of the time I always screw that up. Ow. Okay. That's the first I've done that one. Okay, so I'm missing those two, so... Hey, coming. Yeah, it was always the camera that bugged me. Over time I got used to it, but it was still a pain in the butt. Oh, here he goes.
That's a blue eco vent. More concentrated than the floating clusters. This vent will give you a full charge of blue eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
Yay, we did it! You can already use this sucker, and then you can just come over here and do this and go, yay, we got the door open. Ah! No. Dang it. Again, it's the camera. Get so used to doing it one way, and you switch it, and I gotta do the opposite of what I want. So, right, you're gonna go left. You go left, you're gonna go right. Oh, there it is. Okay. Now we go safely instead of screwing us over. And then round power. There we go. Work. Hey. Yep. You nixed the landing, Dax.
Good training, boys. But that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
And no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay in Champagne Green, but we're itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine,
wait for
fine. Adventure away then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco-collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
Okay, and there we are. There's the door. Whoa, no, not that way. Righty, cute. And even the camera was wrong. Nice. You never get old.
Hey, baby. What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grab Zoomer?
Curves upon curves.
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
Ah, you don't know what you're missing.
Plus, she's
Listen,
smart as hell.
if you need something to
being a
keep you
mechanic.
busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
Alright, so here's the part, so there's the door. There it is. I always get the camera angle stuck. Sandover Village. Now you can go to Misty Isle, and then you gotta go over there to get the muse, or the artist, or whatever. I'll tell you this much right now. I love that I've got this now. If you ever get a chance to get this game, it is a PS2 game, so it's not the greatest if you've not grown up with it. But as I've grown up with it, I love it. There are its points where it has, you know, crappy problems and everything like that, but every other game has it, so it's easy to overcome once you get used to it. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Enjoy the boys doing their dance. And yeah, thanks for watching.